Hi everyone, I'm Terry from nutsaboutsstamping.com. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. I am really excited to share a brand new bundle with you. This bundle is going to be available in the 2018-19 annual catalog from Stampin' Up! But as a demonstrator, I get to order some products a month before the catalog goes live, so I can get you excited about them too. I chose this bundle immediately because I thought it had some really cool elements. So it's the stitched around stamp set, and then there's these awesome stitched labels framelets, which is really why I bought the bundle, because I wanted to play with the framelets. Have a look at these. So each one has like a stitched motif on it, and it's double-sided, and I'm going to use two of these to make a card. The two that I'm going to use are not on this. I've pulled them apart already. So let's make a card then. I'm going to use Rich Razzleberry as my card base. I've cut it 8.5 by 5.5 and scored it on the 4 1/4 mark. And to that, I'm going to add some elements. I'm going to do a bit of stamping first. I'm going to bring in my Rich Razzleberry ink. And there is a thank you phrase in the stamp set that I want to use because I need to make a thank you card. Okay, so I've stamped that down, the thank you image. And then I'm going to bring in my Big Shot and I'm going to die cut around that image, and I'm also going to die cut one of the other framelets from the pack. So I've got my magnetic platform, my bottom standard cutting pad. I'm going to put the cardstock on that I've stamped the thank you, and this is the framelit, and you'll see what happens when I die cut it out. It's really cool. At least from the photo, it looks really cool. I've got a scrap piece of lemon lime twist. I'm so sad this color's retiring. I really don't know what I'm going to do without it. And here's the second framelit from the pack. And I can die cut them out both at the same time. Top standard cutting pad. Just bring this in a bit closer to me. And look at that. Isn't that awesome? You've got this stitched shapes or stitched circle, and then you've got this, I don't know, this frame with the holes in it. I think that's just awesome. I could put a solid piece behind it to have it stand out around, but I'm going to leave it just like it is now. And then I've got this little framelit, and I need to hop over and get my paper piercing tool and poke out some of these little bits that have stuck in there. So back in a second. All right, I used my paper piercing tool to poke those out, and now I'm ready to continue on with my card. So my card is going to be a portrait, and I am going to add a leftover strip of Picture Perfect Party Designer Series paper. And I'm going to just sort of eyeball where I want it to be, because I'm going to ink up this little stitched image. And I think I'll use Rich Razzleberry to do that as well, but I might do some stamping off. So I'm just going to hold the paper there for a second so I can see where I want it to sit. And then I'm just going to ink this up, stamp it off, and then stamp it on like so. Ooh, I like that. I'm not sure you can see it in the video, but I'll make sure that there's a close-up photo of this card over on my blog after, so you can see the stitching. Just adds a touch of detail to the background. All right, so I'm going to adhere this on next. Across the front of my card. Yep, like that. And then I'm going to take this framelit that I die cut, and I'm going to put it vertically on my card, about the halfway point. And then I'm going to, maybe I'll pop that up. I have some Stampin' Dimensionals here. I think what I'll do is use a couple of pieces from the Stampin' Dimensionals sheet, and I'm going to finish off my card just like so. Now, a few minutes ago I said that I could put a layer, a circle layer underneath this thank you layer, and if I did that I probably would use basic black, and that would make it stand out even more. But I'm really happy with the way it is. I mean, there's lots of other details you could add to this card, but I think sometimes simple is fine too. For a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurement for the paper, hop on over to my blog, www.nutsaboutsstamping.com. While you're on my blog, why not subscribe to my free newsletters? I send a newsletter every week with a project you won't see anywhere else, and I give you some news about what my favorite products are and some promotions that Stampin' Up! Might be running. So things that you'll get in advance before everybody else hears about them. I'm Terry, I'm Nuts About Stamping. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.